But first this morning, hundreds of theatre-goers in central London had a lucky escape last night after a roof collapsed above them right in the middle of a play. 76 people were injured, 7 of them seriously, at the Apollo Theatre. Eyewitnesses say they heard a crackling noise before the collapse. Nymex Theatres, which owns the building, described the incident as shocking and upsetting and says an investigation is now underway. Here's our correspondent Tim Muffet, who was with one of the ambulance crews that rushed to the scene.
For one London ambulance crew, the first word of a major incident. By coincidence, we were filming with paramedics when news of an emergency at London's Apollo Theatre came through. Nearby theatres were soon turned into triage centres to treat the injured. Meanwhile, emergency services tried to establish what exactly had happened during the performance of this award-winning play.
There has been a collapse of heavy plaster from what appears to be the roof of the auditorium within the theatre. That's fallen down to the upper circle, the dress circle and the stalls. Consequently, we've got a large number of casualties, many of whom are walking wounded, who have been rescued by firefighters, paramedics and police officers and are currently being treated and taken to hospitals in the area.
As far as we know, the roof collapsed above us, and I think I just obviously got a very sharp bang on the head. The next thing I know, I was in the foyer.
The people on the stage, I saw them look up. I thought it was just part of the show for a start. You just heard this noise and then just all this rubble and plaster and I thought it can't be, because I thought, oh, that hurt, and you just couldn't see anything.
This has now been declared a major incident, so 3 hospitals have been put on standby, and this bus has been commandeered by ambulance services, and injured from the theatre are being taken to St Thomas's Hospital.
They've been triaged on scene, where we give them a certain priority, and then basically our responsibility now is obviously to make sure they don't deteriorate.
For these theatre-goers, what should have been a night of entertainment culminated instead with admission to hospital. No fatalities, thankfully, but major questions as to why this collapse happened. Tim Muffet, BBC News.